Shalom, y'all. My name is Jane Goldie Wynn, and I'm the author of Rainbow in the Night, A Journey of Redemption. And I've been talking to you for several videos now on this YouTube channel about musings while quarantined, COVID-19. And I talked about the 8 stages that Dave and I went through as we navigated this pandemic. And last time I started talking about tools for your toolbox, like coping now and coping for the future with what we don't even know what's going to be happening in the future, and I think it's always a good idea to have tools for your toolbox. So last time I talked about tools 1 through 6, and today I'm going to do the last 6. So I hope that this can be helpful to you as we move forward. So number 7 is staying flexible and open to learning new coping techniques. I think, as we all reflect back on this pandemic and the quarantine, we've all learned something new. And that's why it was important for me to take some time and write everything down so that moving forward I would understand what I learned and could pass it along to other people. So I think it's important to learn from other people and to really keep track of all the new things that you've learned about yourself as you've gone through this time. Number 8, maintain a self-care plan with healthy eating, exercise, and a good night's sleep. Napping is fine too if your body needs it. I found especially in the beginning of the pandemic, oh boy, did I sleep a lot and nap. And I kept thinking, why am I sleeping so much? Well, I guess my body needed it. We don't even realize how busy we are in life, and suddenly when the brakes are put on and we have to just stop to a screeching halt, suddenly our body's saying, whoa, I need to catch up. So I didn't ignore it. When I needed to take a nap, I took a nap. If I slept 10 hours, I slept 10 hours. There was nothing to do and no place to go. So it was really okay. So it's really important to really take care of yourself. I made sure that I was eating healthy. I stayed on my plan of eating that's very healthy for me. I made sure that I was exercising on a regular basis, doing my Zumba and my swimming and my weights and my core work and my race walks, all of the things to keep my body in good condition, because that is really, really important to take good care of yourself, especially when times are more stressful. And number 9, very important, limit negative input and watching too much news. In the beginning, it was like, ugh, so much news, and every day there was something new, and it was very confusing. So we really did limit the amount of time we watched TV, or the news anyway, because it was so confusing. And we just got what we needed to know, and then it's like, let's move on to some comedy and some sitcoms and other things that were more uplifting. So I think it's very important to limit negative input in your life. Number 10, consider taking up a hobby if you don't already have one. And so whatever that might be, whether it be learning a new language, maybe learning a musical instrument, taking up singing. For Dave and me, music is a big part of our lives, and so we continued to work on music. We did worship, and I think that was really helpful to us during this time. I love to write, so I did more writing and reading, and whatever that might be, just make sure that you're doing something that's creative and fun and life-giving for you. 11, find ways to encourage and bring hope to others who may be hurting. There's always somebody who's hurting, maybe even more than you are. And I found that, especially in the beginning, I would just pray, Lord, please help me to reach out to somebody who needs encouragement today. And whether that might have been a phone call or a text or an email or a card that I sent in the mail, whatever, it's just important to really try to tune in to other people and be there for them. And then that helps you to feel better as well when we give out and help others. And number 12, learn ways to live a more frugal lifestyle and manage your money in case you experience an unexpected financial loss or decrease in your income. Consolidate your resources and share with others if you're able to do so. So for us, that's what we did. We were ripping our napkins in half. We were being very frugal with all of our resources, our paper resources, because as you know, it was really tough to get toilet paper in the beginning, and paper towels and soap. So we were just using less of everything, and even with food, being more careful and just stretching things. And then when others needed help, we tried to help in little ways. If we had a little extra money and we just sent somebody had a need, then we would help them, because I think that's really important, is to always be aware of how we can be helpful to other people. It's not just about us. It's always about reaching out to others. and offering encouragement whenever we can. So I think that it is important because we just don't know what the future will be, and we do have to trust the Lord. And as you know, one of my favorite scriptures is Matthew 6:25-33, which is, I call it the anti-anxiety prescription through scripture, and you can read that on your own. But what I want to leave you with today is one of my other favorite scriptures. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. And I think it is important to remember that we are one day closer to the end of this pandemic, and the best is yet to come. And we need to trust the Lord. He promises us He will never leave us nor forsake us. He'll always take care of us. We're never alone. And I think, when we remember these things, we will stay encouraged, and we need to stay in prayer, and we need to just be hopeful and grateful, and every day thanking Him for the many things that He's doing for us every single day. And I think, if you do that, that will really help you to navigate this really well and to be able to move forward in your future. So I just hope that this has been helpful to you all. And again, my name is Jane Goldie Wynn, author of Rainbow in the Night, A Journey of Redemption. If you want to know more about the book and more about me and other resources, you can go to my website, janegoldiewynn.com, and feel free to email me if you need extra encouragement. I'd be happy to reach out to you. But I hope this has been helpful, and I look forward to meeting with you next week. And I'm going to start a new series talking about pain points that I experienced in my own life that I wrote about in the book, because I think we can learn from each other's experiences. And again, the main reason for writing the book was to bring hope and encouragement to others. So I want to thank you again for tuning in today, and just hope that you stay safe, dear ones, and God bless you. And I'll see you real soon, and say shalom, y'all.